Hey y'all. Okay, so good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're streaming this from. Okay, so I was in a conversation with a new, I think she's new, right? Because she just literally started off her business like 6 months ago. And, she said to me, she said, TC, I wish I had actually started this business earlier than now. And, that actually got me thinking. And I'm like, okay, so what actually stopped you? Like, what was that hindrance that, what was that thing that kept dragging you back, from starting your business, from introducing that? Because she has an amazing idea. Okay. What was it? And she kept talking about a couple of things. Literally, I'm definitely going to be mentioning some of it here, right? And it just dawned on me that there's so many entrepreneurs out there. Yes, fine, you might have your 9 to 5, but you have these ideas. It's true that entrepreneurship is not for everyone. However, you having that income, that extra income, that revenue flowing in, now coupled with the fact that you have an amazing idea that the whole world is just waiting for you to, introduce, and then they're able to tap into it. You don't want to keep these ideas to yourself, right? Because these ideas were God given ideas, God given skills that is you are supposed to use to benefit so many other people. So now the question is, if you're not able to either start that business or share that skill, share that idea out, right? You would be a disservice to yourself, not only yourself, but the people that need what you have. So I guess that's basically why I am doing this, because there are a couple of misconceptions that we have about either starting a business or launching that new offer, that new product, that will literally keep wasting so much time and telling ourselves, no, it's not time. Like, if there's anything like, hey, TC, when is the best time to launch or when is the best time to start? I would say yesterday, right? Because there's really no perfect timing, right? As long as you have certain things in place, right? Which obviously what I'm sharing, you want to, as much as possible, introduce that offer, share it with the world, because you never know, you just might be that that next amazing thing for somebody out there. All right, so do not hold yourself back, or maybe because you're afraid, or you have all of these misconceptions all in your mind, and because you're not able to access questions, right? Which is why, for me, I'm always like, hey, ask the right questions, because once you ask the right questions, or you open up, right, people are able to give you real answers, right? And you're able to get clarity as to all of the questions that you have going up in your head. Okay, so, but talking about launches, right? What's your take? Launching or releasing? Okay, you know that I already defined what these two terminologies are, right? So your launch is intentional. You releasing that product or that service, it's just you, you're just playing on a guess game, right? And you're saying to yourself, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. So, well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So you're not intentional. Rather, you're just trying to wing your way around everything about it. But you see, when it comes down to launches, it's intentional. There's a plan, there's a system in place, there's a structure. Okay. And you can literally see what your end goal will look like. You can see what the what your vision, right? You get to bring it to life, and you're able to see what your outcome would look like, right? With the structure and the system that you have in place. Okay, so it's an intentional act. It has a time frame, right? It has the deadlines, the milestones, all of those behind the scenes good stuff, right? And so you want to go with a launch. I know that sometimes it feels scary, especially when you're starting off newly. And so you just want to push it and say, maybe I'm just going to do this. All right. And then you just find yourself doing it, right? And then you just push out certain things, or you just find yourself, holding yourself back. Okay. You want to get off that mindset. If you're telling yourself right now, I think I'm going to wait for another month, I'm going to wait till the next quarter. My question is, why the wait? Like, what exactly are you waiting for? Anyways, I'm going to be sharing with you three um, launch myths, three misconceptions, three major mistakes, right, that we keep telling ourselves. You want to discard this in 2023 if your goal is to increase your revenue, is to increase your profits. Because if there is anything that would bring you that consistent revenue and profit, is when you're consistent with the launches. Okay, so I'm not talking about you launching new products or new services. It's obviously still what you do. However, you want to be able to tweak things, make it interesting and exciting for your audience. You can literally launch one program, one product, in different ways at different times. All you're doing is trying to get in the face of your people and, get keeping them excited. Okay, so for me, I would say the more you're able to launch consistently, you're able to push out, introduce, I'm going to use the right word, you're able to introduce the solutions that your ideal clients need every now and then. You keep them excited, you keep them warmed up, right? And you're able to increase your revenue because you are serving them, right? When you serve people, when you're the solution to people's problems, it's just automatic that you make money, right? Because they are able to pay you for the amazing service or the amazing product that you are gracious enough to provide to them. All right. So it's a win-win for everybody. So do not deprive yourself of that. Now, what's my first myth? I actually had this conversation, right, in a room that in my clubhouse room, right? And I had people literally share so many mindset mishap that had literally stopped them from either growing or from scaling or from even starting a business in the first place. And I thought, hey, I want to share it with you. And if you have any questions, you have any thoughts, even if you're listening to you're watching the replay, you can always drop it in the comment. I'll pick it up and I will definitely respond to it. I want to know what that what was that, one misconception or one mindset, mindset hindrance, if I would use that language, that literally stopped you from either starting your business earlier than you're supposed to start it, or maybe launch that new product or that new service? Is it fear, or is it the fact that you heard a couple of things? I want to know what you heard, right? Share that with me in the comments. I will pick it up. But while you're at it, know that you can always click on the link that is you can always go to the link that is being shown on the screen. Okay, so that link is, if you are interested in working with me, I want to work together, I want us to work together, right? There are a couple of amazing services that we provide. So you want to, if you are willing and ready to take that next action on your launch, you need help with your structure, you need help with getting the right systems, your funnels, the tech part of your launch, you want to sort out all of those automations, right? You want to plug into me, okay? And this is one good way to start the conversation. Okay, start the conversation by going to this link, clicking on the link, and book that free clarity call. It's a clarity call, it's a complimentary call, because I want to get to know you, get to understand your goals, your expectation, and also share with you ways that we can help you bring your vision to life. Okay, so for everyone watching the replay, my name is TC. I'm a launch and sales funnel strategist. I'm also a business operations manager for midlife women entrepreneurs. I am in the business of making your business run efficiently with consistent income, using systems, funnels, and automation. I want to help you with your behind the scene, ensure that you have, the organization, the productivity are like skyrocketed. You are having an amazing workflow. You get all of those heavy lifting done, for you using automation and all of those good stuff, right? Those are like few of the amazingness that I bring to your business. I want to help you take your business from zero to amazing. So if you heard something that you're like, yes, TC, that's it, connect with me using the link on the screen. Okay. So now I am so excited to share with you my three launch myths that you should discard in 2023. Okay, I kind of have my notes, but I'm going to go with this. Have you ever heard or have you been in a situation where somebody says to you, um, you can launch anytime? Like, why you in a hurry? You can launch anytime. No, you can't launch anytime. Okay, so you can't just wake up in the morning, especially if you are thinking of leveraging the online space. You can't just wake up. Don't get yourself deceived. Okay, you can't wake up in the morning. Obviously, have an amazing idea, an amazing product, and all of that. However, what you do, right, is that you wake up and you're like, hey, I just want to go there, and then people are going to buy, my product. People are going to sign up to my service, engage with me when it comes down to my service, and in no time I'll start getting the clients. You see, these are the little misconceptions that maybe we actually tell ourselves. I don't know why, but get like discard this because it's not going to work, right? You need to pay your dues. How do I mean? You want to be able to connect with these people because people want to know that they can trust you. Okay, people want to know that you have their best interest at heart, and you're not going to wake up one day and then disappear out of thin air. Like, trust me, we've had so many bad feedbacks about scammers and everything that goes on the online space. So you want to, as much as possible, right, understand that that cannot happen. What you want to do is take your time. And if there's something else that I always talk about, is the fact that just because you see somebody talking about, hey, I got maybe 50,000 in after my 2 weeks launch, you automatically feel like you're just going to wake up on money and then push out that product or that service and people are going to grab it. No, right? You want to be able to attract your ideal client, connect with them, and then nurture them, build that relationship, get them to trust you enough to not only buy once from you, but have this consistent conversation with you. Okay, so you want to, as much as possible, tap into that. All right, that's one major thing you want to think about. And no, you can't just launch. Okay, you need a plan. Your launches are intentional. If you're going to say, hey, TC, I'm just going to release this product, yeah, that's fine. That's releasing. And so you shouldn't get your hopes high. However, if you're going to launch, you're not going to launch at any time. It is an intentional act, and you want to have certain activities in place before you finally launch. You have your pre-launch activities, you also have your post-launch and all of those good stuff, right? Because you want to get your audience excited and interested in what you have coming up for them before you finally introduce it to them, right? You want to get them excited because if your goal is to either sell out on a certain product or get booked out on a certain service program of whatever you have on your table, what you want to do is get the people, right, that you want to work with, the people that you want to buy from you. You want to get them excited about what you have going on, interested, getting them to know you better. Okay. There's so many other steps you have to take, right? So you cannot just launch at any time, right? That's one misconception you need to literally trash. All right. Now, the second myth that I see, like almost, I think even the fact that we keep talking about it, people keep in this whole mindset, and it's not good for your business. It's not good for the growth of your business, the progress of your business. It's not. So I've heard statements like, oh, TC, I heard that I need 1,000 subscribers before I get to launch. No, it's not about the quantity, it's the quality. You can launch with 150 depending on what your goals are, depending on what your offering is, right? You can launch something complimentary. right? Remember, it's the goal. Okay, so if your goal is just to generate leads, right, you can launch with nothing because your goal, all right, so what you're launching is more or less like a hook. I call it the lead magnet, right? So that you're able to get people into your private space. All right, so at this junction, you can literally start with nothing. Now, if you have sales goals, revenue goals attached to your launch, what you want to do is make sure that the people you have in your space are people that are interested in what you have going on. Okay, authentic people, people that know you, that are interested in you and what you have going on. Those are the people that you want to be you want to connect with. Okay, it's not about the numbers, it's about the quality of the numbers that you have. So even if you have 200, 250, you can still launch. All right, depending on your goals, depending on your KPIs. Also, obviously you need to have your KPIs all you want to have your KPIs all sorted out. Okay, you want to set up your KPIs so you're able to measure your success efficiently, right, the right way. Now, you want to make sure that your the people that you attract to your space, okay, they're genuine people, right? They are your ideal clients, okay? That's all you need. You don't need 10,000, because I feel like, because we feel like, hey, you need that 1,000 subscribers or that 10,000 subscribers, we keep holding ourselves back from, like, people that are already in your space. They want what you have, so give it to them. Why are you waiting till you get to 1,000 or you get to 500? Like, you are supposed to be a solution, right, to people's problems. So give them what they want. And that's one good way you're able to even get more feedbacks and plan for more successful launches. So don't keep holding yourself back from starting that business or from introducing that new product or service, all because you're waiting for 1,000 subscribers or you're waiting for 10,000 subscribers. Like, there is really no such thing as that. All right. So okay, I think I have a comment. No sound. Um. Oh, okay. Now that's strange. Can you hear me? Hold on. Let me see. Audio. Um. Um. Okay. Hey Tess, let me know if you can hear me now. Um. Please let me know if you can hear me. You can hear me. Okay. Okay. Brilliant. Then. Thank you. All right. Okay. Awesome. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So, I guess that's fixed. So I was saying, right? You want to get off that mindset, right? Because at the end of the day, it's really not about the 1,000 followers. It's not about the 1,000 subscribers. It's the quality of the people you have in your space. I think it's because of this mindset, of waiting till 1,000 or 10,000. We actually see so many entrepreneurs literally running after buying leads or running after buying followers and all of those not so good things, right? What you're doing is you're only depriving yourself from connecting with the real people, your ideal people, right? Hey, once you're able to get 100, 150, 200 people that are interested in you, nurture them, build a relationship with them, and then see your community grow with the people that you have within, right? Make sure that when you say, oh, I'm going to deliver, you're actually delivering. And then the word will go out for you, right? At the end of the day, your goal literally is to serve, right? It has nothing to do with the numbers, right? It has everything to do with the quality of the people you have. So if you're still waiting to get 1,000 or 10,000 subscribers, please just kindly discard that mindset, because it doesn't work. Okay, because you can eventually still get that 1,000 subscribers, and you still tell yourself, I think I need 10,000 because you heard certain experts say you have, like, you shouldn't, right? Mm-mm. Just figure out. I'll tell you one trick. What you need to do is understand who you want to serve, figure out where they are, position your tents where they are, and then watch them get attracted to you. That's easy. Okay, so trash that mindset. All right. Okay, so I see a couple of people watching these live. Yeah, I'm actually streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So if you have any questions, please do drop your question. If you have any share, or you're like, yes, TC, I had this mindset, or I had a client that literally had this mindset, or if you've heard of any misconception and you're like, no, why would people think about that? Like, what were you thinking about, right? Please do share it with me. I want to know, your thoughts about this topic, because I feel like sometimes we're the reasons why we don't grow. We are the reasons why we are not able to scale, right? And so we keep being the reason, we keep dragging ourselves back, right? We keep holding ourselves from that, from those opportunities, right? That we are destined to have, if you understand what I mean. Okay. So you want, as much as possible, discard and literally trash these two myths that I talked about. The first one was, yes, you cannot launch at any time. You need to plan. You need to be intentional with your launches so you're able to get results. All right. You're able to get the right data that would help you in serving your customers. Okay, help you in getting the best out of your future launches. Okay, now I also talked about the second myth, which is you need 1,000 subscribers. Like, literally, some people would say you need 10,000 subscribers. Like, seriously, you need 10,000 subscribers. So, okay, you're going to get all of those people. Like, are you saying that you're going to literally wait? What happens to the people you already have? You keep them hanging, or you don't serve them? Think about it. Okay, so that's one aspect you want to think about. Now the third myth, right? Drop your questions, your shares, your thoughts. I want to hear what you had to say. So yes, the third myth is simple. So I hear people say launches are expensive, right? And then you need a super huge budget, especially marketing budget, for you to launch. I would say trash that, because you don't, right? Now, depending on what the goal of your launch is, that would determine what your budget will look like. So you cannot compare a budget of, maybe a marketing budget of a multinational company with a marketing budget of, maybe a stay-at-home mom, for example, right? You don't want to do that. Okay. So I think for me, when it comes down to that, it's relative, right? It's relative. It boils down to what is your goal? Like, what do you want to achieve? Um, what do you want to achieve? What's the timeline? Because when it comes down to launches, you have to be very intentional with the timelines, right? The budget is important. Obviously, you need to set your budget. However, you don't need a huge budget to start your business, to launch that product or that service. Now, if you have a certain goal, so for example, if you have like maybe a 50,000 goal if you have like a 50,000 sales goal for maybe the month or for the third quarter, right? And you feel like, hey, you need to put in, more marketing effort so you're able to get the word out. Now, it all depends on your goal. It also depends on your availability, right? So some people are available to, to engage in other parts of their marketing operations, their marketing activities. However, certain people are very busy, and they're busy with their 9 to 5, with their personal lives and all of that, and so they might need help. So now your budget and their budget is totally different. Okay, so you want to be as very intentional as possible, and that's why I'm like, hey, set your goal, set your create a plan, have a structure, have a system, have a strategy in place for your launch, just so that you're not just working on the guest game. You're not just trying to figure out all of these things impulsively, right? You have all that it takes. And even if it means that you should maybe save up or, take certain actions, it doesn't come to you as a surprise, neither does it come to you as a shock, right? And so you want to be as much as possible very intentional with this. Okay, so those are my three those are my three launch meets. If you have other misconceptions that you've heard in the past, or you're like, Sissy, I kind of heard something, and I think this is wrong. Share with me. I want to hear, right? And I think that people that get to also read these comments, okay, are able to understand that you do not need all of these misconceptions to hold you back, right? You can be the solution, okay? You are the solution. And so you want to step up your game by serving your ideal clients, okay? You want to serve them and you want to tell them that, hey, I'm for you, right? And you want to make yourself available, okay? So don't wait. Mhm. I would always say the best time to start that business, the best time to launch that product, that service is yesterday, but with a plan, okay? With a system, with a structure, with a strategy to go with, okay? That way you're able to have successful launches without burnout. All right, so that's really it for me today. Thank you so much, everyone that has participated in this live session. Okay, so from Facebook, from LinkedIn, from YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. Like I said earlier, if you need help with your launch, if you are in between 0 to 6 months in business and you're like, oh no, like this is so much for me to handle, I have a one-on-one implementation program that would help you from start to finish, from the strategy to the implementation, execution of your launch, right? We're going to be helping you with your pre-launch activities, your post-launch activities, creating those systems, those funnels, and making sure that your marketing campaign is off the hook, just so that in 6 months, you are all set, you're selling out, you're getting booked, and all of those good stuff for your business, okay? And then you can tell yourself, okay, I have a business. All right. So if this is you or you know of anyone that is interested in the launch without burnout one-on-one implementation program, remember it's a 6 month program, okay? And it's geared towards helping you get the work done. Okay, so if this is you, hey, if this is you, timing the Calendly link on the screen. It's a one-on-one complimentary link. So we just have a chat, so we get to work together. All right. So that's really it from me. Thank you so much, everyone that has stayed here with me. I know you can be anywhere, yeah, anywhere, but you choose to stay here with me and also participate in this amazing another episode, right, of the Let's Talk Business Sustainability series. All right. So I guess we would be meeting up next week, same time. It's TC and it's bye from me. Thank you.